Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Kyra and today I'll be getting ready with all of the things I hauled from Ulta and Sephora during this past sale. I don't really do haul videos on my channel, or at least not very often, but I thought this could be fun. It's kind of like a get ready with me with new makeup, but this is specifically the products that I purchased during the Ulta 20% off, as well as the Sephora holiday savings event, whatever sale that we just finished. For the sake of time, I'm only going to be showing me applying the actual products that I'm focusing on here today, but everything that's on my face will be in the description box down below in case you're curious. But one thing I did go ahead and pick up from the Sephora sale, I tried to sample of this, fell in love with it. It's all thanks to Emily Noel as per usual, and it's the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. I had a little jar sample of this, tried it out, loved it. You need very little, like literally a pea-sized amount is enough to enrich your entire face. It's just a yellow cream. It's relatively solid, which is why a little goes a long way. And they call this an all-in-one primer and moisturizer, and that's pretty much how I've been using it with sunscreen. So I did go ahead and put this on my face today. I just love how it makes my skin look and feel super soft. I already have foundation and concealer as well as powder under my eyes, and we're gonna get into it from there. So one of the things I picked up in this haul from Ulta, where I had a 20% off my entire order coupon, is the Clinique All Aglow Cheek Palette, Face Palette, yes. And you have a mattifying powder, a highlight, a blush, and a bronzer. My friend Kelly from Glam with Kelly, I'm gonna go into the mattifying powder today. My friend Kelly from Glam with Kelly highly recommended this. This was the holiday palette from Clinique last year in 2018. She was raving about the bronzer, and I was already wanting to pick up something else from Clinique, and so I went ahead and picked it up, and I can tell you I love everything in this palette. This powder is pretty nice. It's definitely mattifying, but once, you know, everything's on and you spray your face, it doesn't look powdery or anything like that. I have a little friend that just won't go away over here, so we're gonna ignore him. This highlight is very, very subtle, which is exactly what I love. It's also peach toned, or you know, it's like a peachy shade, and I love that as well. Peachy highlighters are my fave. Did any of you pick this up last year? Does anybody even wear Clinique anymore? I love Clinique. I used to get all of my makeup from Clinique when I was in high school and college, you know, as much as I could afford to. So that's all I'm going to use from that one today, but I did want to mention it because I am really loving it. The next product is the only other thing that I picked up from the Sephora sale. I am Rouge, so I did get 20% off of this product as well as the Bobbi Brown face base. And this is something I've had on my wish list, I need to slow down, for a long time, and I finally bit the bullet for the 20% off. And that is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. I have mine in the shade 3, which is light medium, and I've used this a myriad of different ways. I have applied this on my bare skin or like primered skin, and this absolutely works well on top of foundation, powdered or not powdered. I just love this product. It gives a beautiful soft focus glow to the skin, very easy to apply and blend. I do prefer this blended with a brush, maybe just because it's expensive and I don't want to waste product, but I felt like when I tried it with a sponge, the sponge just really absorbed most of the product and didn't leave the desired result that I was looking for. So like I said, under a more sheer foundation, I have enjoyed this a lot. It definitely shines through and works that way. Next is the product that I got for free with my points from Ulta. Ulta had like 10 times the points for 1 day only on all of their eyeshadow palettes, so I purchased several that were on my wish list, and like I said, I also had the 20% off my entire order, so I accumulated a lot of points all at once, and I finally picked up something I've been wanting. I've been wanting like a contour palette for quite some time. You know, if you've been on my channel for a while, I love face palettes. So what I ended up picking up is the Smashbox Cali Contour Palette, and I'm already loving this. You have a cool shade for contour and a warm bronzer, a couple of highlighters. I think you could mix this with the bronzer, and that would be beautiful, or mix the blush and the bronzer. This blush is beautiful, goes with anything. And then again, you have like sort of a banana powder, so I didn't use that all over the face. I don't contour all that often, but sometimes I would like to, and sometimes I like to mix a warm and a cool tone bronzer, which is probably what I'll do today. But I am going to carve the cheekbones out just a little bit. I will say that this palette does have a fair amount of kick up, and so that's something to be aware of if that bothers you. I do like just that tiny little chisel, but sometimes by the time I apply my bronzer, there's no contour left, or you can't really see it. So we'll see. I've only used this product one time so far. I've had company this whole last weekend, which is why it's Monday and my brain is fried, but that's okay. I was blessed enough. I don't live in the same state as my family, my parents, or any of my siblings, and sparing you the, you know, long and somewhat boring story of why, I do have 5 parents in my life, 5 people that I consider parents to me, grandkids or grandparents to my children, what have you. And I was blessed enough to have all of my parents and one of my siblings visit me within the last couple of months. Moving on to the bronzer. Like I said, I probably will dip between these two because I don't know. I think I've mentioned before that I really love a red toned or red undertone in a bronzer, and sometimes just adding a little bit of a cool toned powder can kind of mimic that. I did pick up some new Christmas decoration, not Christmas even, winter decorations. I definitely celebrate Christmas and we do decorate for Christmas, but I like to have some you know, decorations that are just winter, kind of like what I have going on up here. I don't know how well you guys can see it. I'll have to work on that a little bit. But winter decorations, you know, snowflakes and flannel and things like that, I think are fun to put up along with Christmas stuff, because then I can take the Christmas stuff down right after Christmas and still have other decorations up that are just for winter. Like I have this little sign that I hang outside every year that says will work for snow. All right, so we're gonna use 2 different blushes today. First, we're gonna go in with the one from the Cali contour set. It's a shade that really would go with most looks, which is great. Makes this great and versatile for travel. From this year's holiday collection from Clinique, this was a product that I knew right away that I wanted. I do have the Clinique Cheek Pop in the shade Fig Pop, and it is definitely in my top 3 blush choices. So I went ahead and picked this one up, but I think it's called like Warm Up or something like that. And it looks like this. And these are named, but the names again aren't in the packaging, which is annoying. So I believe this is Cola Pop, this might be Sherbet Pop, and I don't remember what that one is, but I am going to take just a little bit of the pink and put that right up on the apples just to pink it up a little bit. I'm wearing pink, and just to use as many of these products and show them to you in action as possible. And I don't know, I just thought these were interesting colors, and like I said, I really did want more cheek pops, and this is really the way to go if you can get a palette of these, because the full-size ones are definitely over $20, and this was like $29.50 for 3. All right, so like I said, on the day that Ulta had 10 times the points on palettes, I did pick up a couple here. The first one is the Lorac Luxe Diamond palette. This is what it looks like. I love Lorac shadows, and I've only gotten the chance to use this once, so I'm really excited about that. We are going to use that one today, and then the other one, you would have seen my 7 looks with this palette, which is the KKW Beauty Classic Blossom palette earlier this week, and this is what she looks like. So if you're interested in hearing my thoughts about this or seeing some looks with this, I will link that video up in the cards for you right meow. I think what I'm going to do is go in with this mauve shade right here called Fifth Avenue. I'm gonna go in very lightly and build this up in the transition and creasel area. Some of you may have been around when I was panning the Lorac Mega Pro 2 last year, and I love that palette. I never ever ended up getting sick of it. I still love it and think of it fondly. However, I have 2 other Lorac palettes that aren't necessarily my favorite. Maybe something that I need to pull into a Shop My Stash in the near future, but I wanted another Lorac palette, another palette from Lorac in their beautiful formula that is so flattering to all eye textures, if you will. Next, in my actual crease and outer third or so of the lid, I'm going to go in with this very warm chocolatey brown called Elite. And oh man, Lorac shadows are so soft. You really do have to go in with a light hand, or you'll pan them instantly. But they're just so beautiful, and as you can see, they really blend out effortlessly. Barely have to blend them out, and they're just like seamless. So when I tried this for the first time, I did not use a glitter glue. I just wanted to see how it would work without, and it worked just fine. But now I want to see if I can punch up the intensity of the glitters by way of my NYX glitter primer. So we'll do one eye at a time so as to work with a sticky base. I'm going to go in with this more pinky toned one called Glamorous. I really like the names in here, like very bougie, appropriate names for a diamond luxe palette. Alright, skip the brush, we're going in with the flangey. This one's a little harder to pick up on my finger or brush than I remember. Not super opaque, but once pressed into the glitter glue, it definitely gives more intensity. For the inner third or so of the lid, I want to go in with this glittery shade right here, which is called Radiant, and just apply that with the flange here. Ooh, just as glittery. And then bring this up into the front of the crease area, as I am known to do, because I like how it gives a little bit of a lift to the eye. Going back into Glamorous right here, just a teeny bit, and go over, back and forth over the previous shade, just to make sure we have a nice blend. I love it. All right, second verse, same as first. I do want a tiniest amount of deepening in the outer corner and then bring that down to the lower lash line. I think I'll go with this matte down here called Luxury. It's again a warm brown and it really feels like it even has like either a tiny bit of red or rose undertone, which is going to go with this look really nicely. Wow, it's almost coming off like burgundy. That's cool. I think the best choice for an inner corner today is going to be this shade called Diamonds. Not me, because I don't own any diamonds. I'm going to go ahead and pop off of here, do some mascara, finish off the brows, and then we'll come back for a lip. Alrighty then, we are back. I'm trying out the L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara, and yes, this is the first time I've tried it, or the first tube I've ever tried. I'm not loving it so far. Is it supposed to be clumpy? Because I was pretty sure I heard it was feathery. Maybe it's just because it's new. Let me know down below. And I have my lips lined with the old trusty MAC Whirl lip pencil, and like I said, this is not for my haul. I didn't haul any lip products, but I did buy this in November. It's one of the Revlon Super Lustrous lips, and this is in the shade Smoky Rose. I thought it would go really nicely with this look, so here we go. So what do we think? I am loving all of these products. I'm still learning with the Smashbox contour kit. Like I said, I feel like my contour kind of disappeared, maybe not, but it's all beautiful. What do you guys think? Do you think I made some good choices? Do you think I'm stupid from buying a holiday product from last year from Clinique? Tell me all your thoughts down below. Let me know if you have any of these products and your thoughts. I would love to hear that as well. And thank you so much for spending part of your day getting ready with me here today. I appreciate each and every single one of you so very much. You'll never know. If you liked this video, you could give it a thumbs up. That really helps me out. And if you are not, I would love to have you subscribe because we have a lot of fun here on my channel. And with all that said, I hope all of your makeup days are absolutely beautiful makeup days. And I will see you in my next video real soon.